점수 잡는 hackers.
Alright guys, so today we're going to be starting practice test 2 out of this book, and our passage title is called The Art of Bronze Casting. So paragraph 1, since ancient times, the most popular metal used in sculpture is bronze. Alright, so notice here, this is a huge hint here, since, okay, so since is something from the past, right, but then up till now, so the present. So something that occurred in the past but has been continuing till today, right? So the most popular metal used in sculpture is bronze. Is wrong because is just implying the present, but it's not including the past. Was is wrong because it's not including the present, but it's just talking about the past. Has been. This one is correct because this one is called present perfect tense. And you use has been when something happened in the past, but it is true up till today. So C is your correct answer. Had been is wrong because had is not just past tense, it's past participle. So this one would be incorrect, okay? Because we're talking about something that happened, occurred in the past, and is correct today as well, applies today. So C, present perfect. Sculpting in bronze is a complex process requiring a highly skilled artist. Few ancient bronze sculptures survive since their metal was melted down for more practical purposes, such as creating weaponry. All right. Which choice provides the most appropriate introduction to the passage? All right, the passage is talking about what? Sculpting in bronze. That's the subject here, main subject, okay? And so it's talking about this process requiring a highly skilled artist. And let's see. A, no change. Few ancient bronze sculptures survive since their metal was melted down. Okay, we're not talking about the ancient sculptures and how they melted down. It's a little bit abrupt because we want to focus on sculpting in bronze itself. B, bronze is used for both statues and reliefs. Okay, statues and reliefs, okay. No mention of this later on, or earlier in the sentence, or earlier in this paragraph, right? So a little off topic. C, bronze alloys. Alloys are metal that have been made by combining two different types of metals usually, okay. So bronze alloys consist mainly of copper, right? Copper, tin. Off topic, we're just focusing on sculpting in bronze. The most common bronze sculpting technique, all right, so subject here, right? Technique is lost wax casting. This is a just common, very common, typical type of bronze sculpting called lost wax casting, right? So subject, bronze sculpting. That one has been maintained, and so it's further elaborating on the subject of this paragraph, paragraph 1, sculpting in bronze. So D, David, would be your most appropriate answer. The lost wax method, also known as the investment method, involves creating a series of positive and negative forms. A positive form, called a cast, is in the shape of the final product, while a mold, which is the negative form, is a hollow cavity produced around a cast that is used to create additional casts in the same shape as the original. All right, notice here we start with a positive form, so we start with a type of form, so this is A, right? And then called a cast, this is the name, so B, okay? Which choice most closely matches the stylistic pattern established earlier in the sentence? All right, let's go back. Okay, notice I said form is introduced first, a positive form, called a cast, and then we label it, right? So number 3 should do the same. The form should be introduced first, so negative form should come before the name, okay? So no change would be wrong, okay? We want to look for the form, a negative form, coming before the name of the form. So negative form known as a mold. This one looks correct to me because this one has double dashes, but we want to make it parallel, like to closely match the stylistic pattern established early in the sentence, which in other words, it means please make these parallel. And notice here, a positive form, comma, cast, comma. So we want to say a negative form, comma, known as a mold, comma. C would be the parallel structure here, okay? First, the artist creates a full-size model of the sculpture out of a non-drying clay, usually built atop a metal wire armature, which provides stability. Okay, improving sentences. We want to pick the most the concise answer. So armature, which provides stability, no change, right? Armature providing stability for the structure, way too wordy. Armature in order to stabilize it, way too wordy. Armature for stability. The most succinct answer here would be D, David. Okay, so D, David would be the concise answer, improving sentences. Next, this model called the pattern is used as the basis for a mold. Since the material for the mold is applied, the artist covers the pattern in a liquid coating that serves as a releasing agent and prevent the mold from sticking to the pattern when removed. All right, since is a little awkward here because since is supposed to show like cause and effect, right? Means the same thing as because something. But there is no cause and effect. Here we're just talking about a process. So like first this, then that, next that. So we want to have a transition word that signifies a process, an order, right? After would not work because notice here, so let's look at the first step first, okay? The artist creates a full-size model of the sculpture out of a non-drying clay, usually built blah blah blah. Okay, next this model called the pattern is used as the basis for a mold. Okay, and then 5, the material for the mold is applied. The artist covers the pattern in a liquid coating that serves as a releasing agent and prevent the mold from sticking to the pattern when removed. Okay, here we need to choose before. Why? Okay, let's put before in here. Okay, before the material for the mold is applied, so before the material is applied onto the mold, let's see, this is the mold. Okay, let's just say this is the mold. The artist covers the pattern in a liquid coating. So the liquid coating, right? The pattern is covered by this liquid coating that serves as a releasing agent and prevent the mold from sticking to the pattern when removed. So when these two are removed, we don't want them to stick together. We want them to be easily separated, easily separable, right? So here, before the material for the mold is even applied, we want to cover it in liquid coating in between so that when it is applied, they don't just stick together like glued together, right? So we want to pick before instead of after. Okay, while would be meaning like simultaneously, so at the same time, happening at the same time, which doesn't make sense because there's definitely an order here. You need to do it before it's applied so that when it actually is applied, you can prevent it from sticking to the mold, right? So C would be your best answer choice. Okay, this one is a little bit harder. Before the material for the mold is applied, the artist covers the pattern in liquid coating that serves as a releasing agent and prevents. All right, serves and prevents. Both should end with S. You don't want to choose a different form for the verb, right? So prevents would be your correct answer, but just in case, let's make sure what the subject is. Since the material for the mold is applied, the artist covers the pattern in a liquid coating that serves. So liquid coating is what we're talking about, okay? This coating serves and prevents, okay? And this is singular noun. So we need an S at the end, that's why, right? Okay, but when you're confused with just looking at the subject, when you're confused about like the verb tense, then look at the other verbs within the sentence and match your verb with the other verbs within the sentence. If there wasn't the verb serves in the sentence, then you will always have hints in other sentences surrounding this sentence. So like the sentence before or sentence after will have a verb hint for you.